Hello everyone and welcome back to Car Mechanic Simulator. I mentioned in the last episode that last episode might be my last episode, but it's obviously not. This is going to actually serve as the finale for the Car Mechanic Simulator series, at least for now, until maybe a new DLC or something comes up. We have all the DLC downloaded and everything, and we've progressed our way through the game to the point where we can now completely fix up this car and make it racetrack ready. So I got myself at the auction house basically a project car for about 15,000 bucks. Stripped it all the way down to the bare body, and it's ready to go. And then I got all the experience that I needed, just barely 11,000 experience that I needed to get body frame repair tools, 90% chance of repair. So what I need to do, 90% chance of repair, and I need to find, there it is, go to the welder and fix up this Bolt Hellcat. It's only going to cost me 1,500 bucks. And the body condition is now, it says 21%. Can I do it again? Nope, the frame is already fixed. Okay. So there you have it. Condition, part missing, part missing, part missing. So we have ourselves a project car here and about 21,000 bucks to work with it. I can't move it yet. I want to get it to a point where I can move it over to the right lift so it's closer to the toolbox. So that means the first thing we need to do is get a functioning suspension in here, and we'll also take a look at some of the other DLC, the tuning packs and things like that that are available to this. So I guess we'll start with some parts here that I don't have. Front suspension cross member, short, running gear, I'm not all that familiar with what tuning stuff there is available really, so, and here's a tuner's shop, body and rims. Okay, so that's all just cosmetics. Pretty awesome cosmetics, though. Okay, well, in that case, front something or other short. Front suspension crossmember short. And those. Start with that. And then I need, I think it's 4 of these guys. Four rubber bushings. So we're basically building this car up from the very beginning here, from getting all of its parts nice and brand new. And it is a classic car, apparently, so hopefully it'll be worth a lot of money at the end. Bought it for about 15,000. We can see along the way that money, you know, parts condition, 2% body condition, rest, whatever. Doesn't tell me how much I've missed, how much I've built on it yet. Part missing, part missing, part missing. One Bolt Hellcat. Alright, well anyway. Continuing on. Front steering knuckle B. We already have one of those. Front wheel hub, and we have one of those. Sweet. Parts that I managed to fix up previously. In fact, I can go through my inventory. Sell all my junk. Get rid of all the stuff from the previous job that I did, which is basically a full engine rebuild. You can see how to do push rods. There's an engine rebuild, a brake job. Some body work in there, obviously. So here's all the stuff that I have that's 100% kind of hanging out. We'll see how much of it is actually usable. So I need a couple of brake disc ventilators. I'll need 2 of those. And I will need 4 brake pads. Got them right here. think. No, wait, this might have drum brakes in the rear. So we'll hold off on the other brake pads until I'm absolutely certain that I need them. Although it's too bad they don't have upgrade kits, and I'll need 2 wheel hubcaps. Wheel hubcaps. And I'm just curious, by the way, performance tuning, brakes. I don't have anything in brakes. There's nothing in brakes. I wonder if that'll be coming up later on at some point. Categories there. There's just nothing available. What do I need? Front steering knuckle B. Oops, wrong shop. Front steering knuckle B. Another front wheel hub. This is actually a really fun aspect of the game, being able to buy a jalopy at auction and fix it up. Okay. Got some suspension arms looking good. Got a pair of upper suspension arms. That'll make my life easier. I'm going to need a set of double wishbones. So we'll buy 2 of those. And 2 front springs. Front spring. One there. And front shock absorber caps. Good God. 2 of those as well. All right. Get in here. Oh, I need a bottom suspension arm. Bottom S. Upper suspension arm is going in. And double wishbone, spring, front shock absorber cap. Now we need the sway bar and steering rack stuff. So sway bar, front sway bar. Hope that's the right one. Yep. And steering rack. Because I can't, I'm not allowed to move the car unless I get wheels on it. Our front sway bar link is looking good. I need 2 inner tie rods. And I bet I'm going to need 2 outer tie rods as well. Yep. So this is kind of weird. I mean, it looks weird, right? You have this sway bar thing going on, and these tie rods. But basically, so you've got the wheel connected to the upper suspension arms connected to the frame, and the wheel connects here with these 2 bolts that allows the wheel to turn. This steering rack and the tie rod is what transmits the motion of the steering wheel to the actual wheel itself, allowing it to turn. But if you just push on that against this without any other sort of counter movement, you end up with it can be a little uneven, a little difficult to control. So the best thing to do is make sure that this ends up being in a box, and that's kind of what this sway bar front end link is for. Is it helps add another think of this, if you're able to make a, which you can't because there's all this frame and stuff in the way, but if you're able to make a steel rod that went straight through, then you'd have both those wheels forming a much stronger box, which would be actually much stronger. So, but you don't have that. So the sway bar connects up here, and then you have this funky rod that bends around all the stuff in the engine. You know, this is somewhat flexible, but not very flexible at all, and helps transmit some of that instability into like a box. Not quite a perfect box, but it's very box-like. Oh, I need another one of those. I thought I bought it. I didn't buy a second one. Sway bar front end. I should have known that I was going to need another one. Or maybe I had one in my inventory and didn't think about it. Didn't think about the next one. Get up there. Okay. So we have what we need to put on our couple of our classic rims. These are just, I think the rims that came with the car. Or did I buy? I can't remember if I bought a full new set or what. Any extra money I need to finish this build, I'll just have to earn it through some jobs. Okay, we are ready to get this rear end part done, and we need everything. Leaf spring rear drive axle. Leaf spring rear drive axle. That's the one. And we will now get this connected to the body with some leaf springs. Small rubber bushing, I'll need 4 of those. Small rubber. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I can make sure this leaf spring is connected to the body. And once again, these rubber bushings kind of prevent vibration. The other leaf spring and these other rubber bushings. But the rubber, you know, it's a hard rubber. And through weather and wear and tear and stuff, it does wear out, so you want to get those bushings replaced every once in a while. Not very often. It's not like you need to have them replaced with every oil change or anything by any means, but so I need another leaf spring U-bolt, huh? But every once in a while, those bushings just get worn out, and they don't become as good at cushioning the car. Rear shock absorber B, a pair of those, please. 1, 2. On the car they go. Solid rear wheel axis. I will need 2 of these drum wheel cylinders, I can tell you that right now. So this car does have disc brakes in back. Oh, is there anything in brakes for tuning? Performance brakes? Nothing? Okay. And I got the pads, right? Brake shoe. It's 100%. Yeah. So I need 2 brake drums. Back to here. 1 for each side. I can go ahead and put my Rim Classic 08s. We'll buy a pair of those. Just because that'll make our rims match, and we can change them out later. Okay, this side. I need a rear axle knuckle housing B. Rear axle knuckle housing B. Cylinder. I need another brake shoe. Drum brakes are really terrible. Solid rear drive axle. Drum brakes are, they're just, I mean, it was the wisdom of the time. It's like, oh, we need a way to slow cars down. Here's one way to do it, I suppose. But it turns out disc brakes are much better. Fewer moving parts, more reliability, less maintenance, all that good stuff. Hey, this car's got 4 wheels on it. It's got 4 wheels and not much else. You know what that means? We can move it to the other lift so it's closer to parts repair. Not that I have anything to repair, but I have a 90% chance of repairing anything that I do want to repair. So let's move this to the right lifter. There we go. Okay, we now have 12,000 bucks with which to continue working on our car. Keep a little bit of cough here. All right, back at it. We need to lift it. Back at working on the engine here. Crankshaft V8 OHV. V8 OHV. There we go. I need 3 crankshaft bearings. Goodness gracious, what is this cough coming from? 1, 2, 3. So, oil filter V8 OHV. Oil filter V8 OHV. That one. Let's go ahead and put in our fuel system as well. So we need a fuel tank and fuel pump. Pretty sure I need a fuel pump. Oh, you know what? I should get a performance fuel pump. And I also have a performance fuel filter. I wonder if there's a performance oil filter. I didn't even look. Now I'm curious. Oil. Nope. Heh. All those crap pistons I had from last time. Really, there's performance pistons. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I gotta get rid of all this stuff that I don't care about. It's slowing me down. Eight performance pistons with con rods going in their holes. Now I want performance engine heads. Engine head V8 OHV. 1, 2 of those. Oops, wrong one. What I should probably do after they get this car done is sell off everything else that I don't need. Valve push rod. Can we do we have performance ones? Nope. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's just for one half of the engine. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And the other side, I need to buy 8 more of those valve rods. Yep. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Just assembly lining the whole thing. And now rocker arms. We'll check the performance shop for rocker arms. Rocker. Nothing. Okay. We need 16 of these bad boys. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Man, let's get zoomed in here and get this thing going. This is going to take a little bit to crank all these in. I'm not going to do the engine covers just yet. Let's see if there's what performance options there are for those. Just do everything one step at a time in stages. So this valve cover area, it isn't as sensitive to dust as the rest of the engine is. But you still do want to be careful. I mean, there's a lot of moving parts in here. And dust does cause wear and tear. Okay, engine head cover B. V8 OHV. Engine head cover. Alright, engine head. Engine cover A, engine cover B for V8 OHV. Okay. Engine cover A, V8 OHV. Engine cover B, V8 OHV. These are going to be shiny. Ooh, look at those. Over to the other side. Oh, I already had one of these. Now, supercharger intake manifold, which I don't have. Supercharger intake manifold, V8 OHV. Is there anything in the performance shop? Nope. This is just, so look at this. This is a, hang on. This is a gigantic cavity for air. That's all this is. A whole gigantic cavity for air. Supercharger V8 OHV. Let's go ahead and check the performance shop on that one. Oh, they don't have anything there for that either? What? Once again, what we have is an enormous empty space for air. Two 4-barrel carburetors. Yeah, I'm kind of surprised. Carburetors. Carburetor, 4-barrel. Need 2 of them. Yes. How are we doing on the old cashola? Down to 14,000 bucks, huh? Now we need 2 scoop air filters. And the air scoop itself. Yep. Let's see how it's looking. Oh, look at that. Pretty nice. Like it so far. This engine build's almost done. Camshaft V8 OHV. Yes. Ignition distributor. Oh. You can have your own rotors. Yes, you do. And a performance ignition distributor cap, please and thank you. Cam gear. I think it's just a regular one. Nope. I was incorrect. timing chain. I always look at the performance one just in case, because I'm not familiar with what's there. Timing chain. It's a regular timing chain for V8OHV. Timing cover. No performance water pump, huh? I don't even have one. Water pump, V8OHV. Water pump, V8OHV. Supercharger water pump pulley. That's funny. And crankshaft pulley. Okay, what do we got over here? Oh yes, one fuel filter. Thank you. We got our performance one. Oh, let's get our spark plugs in. We need 8 of them, and I know we can get those over at the promo shop. Doing on cash. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Getting down to a point where I'll need to do another job before I can finish my build. Okay, we need a performance alternator. What else is over here? Power steering pump. Now, yeah, we want exhaust manifolds. So this is a rather simplistic take on how all this works, obviously. You know, you have your normal part, which has its base horsepower, and then you have this optional part, which adds some percentage of horsepower. So all I need to do is basically have all the money in the world. Ignition wires. Do I have performance ignition wires? Yes. Anyway, all I need to do is have all the money to buy the best parts. And therefore your car has the most horsepower. There's no actual tuning involved. Supercharger Serpentine. Because what you'd find in the real world is that certain combination of parts magnify each other's capability, and sometimes they interfere with each other. Is there a performance radiator? Radiator. Nope. Just have a radiator. Oh yeah, I gotta stick on a fan. Oh no, there isn't. Wait. No fan? How's this car not overheat? I guess it is pulling in a whole bunch of air, and air is going to tend to cool the engine down. Alright. Got a performance brake servo. We got a couple of those guys sitting around. Got a battery? Nope. battery. Can't believe they don't have a performance battery. Come on. That's standard procedure for anyone trying to upsell their car. Oh, get a performance battery. Okay, the engine build is done. We still have 11,000 bucks left. So, I didn't tear off this stuff. How very naughty of me. I thought I had it torn down to the body, but I missed the back bumper. Okay. We can install a drive shaft. Oh no, we can't. I need to get up front here. So, or there's a performance oil pan. Oil. No, just regular oil pan. Oil pan V8 OHV. Already got the oil filter in. Now I know there's some performance parts for transmission, but I don't think. Oh, flywheel is one of them. Okay. Clutch plate, clutch pressure plate, and bearing. Doesn't have it. Oops. Remove that one. Yes, that one. My optional clutch plate, thank you very much. Clutch pressure plate. There's going to be a special height clutch release bearing. So performance doesn't have a clutch release bearing, but regular one does. Do you have a performance gearbox? That's the question. No. $900 gearbox. V8 starter. We're down below my minimum, what I like to have, so we'll have to do the exhaust another time. After another repair job of some kind. Because there's going to be some performance exhaust parts and they're going to be expensive. But that and the body and any decoration kits I want for tires and stuff is what we're down to on this, on getting this project car put together. My very first supercharged, super awesome, totally awesome, rad project car. Looking pretty good so far. Let's get our job, get some more money in. That job was barely worth it. Weird. Well, I know of another way to get some cash, I guess. Everything in here is I don't care about. Yeah, there's not a thing in here that I care about right now. Let's just sell it all. There, that gives me more money to work with. All right, let's get the exhaust done. Front exhaust pipe V8 OHV. Front exhaust pipe V8 OHV. 2 of those. Middle mufflers, 2 of those. Rear mufflers, 2 of those. Ha ha ha. Yeah, these ones. Shiny. Well, we got $5,000 to work on this body. Girl, look at that body. And then pick out some tires. Rims and tires. Alright, well, here we go. We need a Hellcat trunk. What kind of junks you got in your trunks? Nothing? One bolt Hellcat trunk. On it goes. Bolt bumper. Is this an and search? No. Hellcat bumper. Can I do that? Nope. Bumper. Rear bumper A. Rear bumper B. Bolt rope. So it's what I have is a Hellcat. Let's just do that. Bolt Hellcat. That's the tuner shop. What about the body parts shop? Bolt Hellcat. There's the stock rear bumper. Let's go for full custom. Why not? I like these headlights. Okay. Let's see how we did. Do 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 do. Oh, slick. Nice. We need a hood of some kind. Bolt Hellcat hood A. I already bought one. That was silly of me. Close it. Oh, looking tight. Tight. Oh, we're under my 10,000 bucks. I'm so close to getting this done, though. We need, what do we need here? Front, left, and right fenders. So this doesn't have fenders. We gotta go to the body shop for that. Hellcat front left fender, front right fender, and both doors. And there she is. Let's put some racing stickers on it. How much do rims cost anyway? Wait, can I just change out my tires? Isn't there like a quick tool to do that? Swap tire. Do we get some fat white walls? Yes. I'm such a nerd. Alright, let's find some rims that I like. Tuner's Shop. Rims. These Retro 8 blacks would probably pop with this thing. I like this style though. 900 bucks per rim. Jesus. If we go with flat black so that it stands out with the I'm gonna do it. Yeah. So that stands out with that white wall. Just switching out these rims. Nope. All right. There it is. Let's move it to the center. I need to pick a paint job for it. To the paint shop. So that's the factory color. I am going to find something more fun. Should we make it bright red? I am a big fan for this thing of a bright frickin' orange. $1,500. Paint it. Whoa! Girl, look at that body. Whoa, man. The only thing left is to stick it on the dyno and get it tuned. This is so much. This is a really, really cool aspect of the game. They really did a good job. Oh. Of. I got a clip somewhere missing. It's right there. I gotta buy 2 clip bees. Oops. Clip bees, right? Yes. Anyway, as I was saying, they did a really, really good job of giving you something fun to look forward to at the end of the game. Without it being like, okay, you've gotten to the end of the game, now what? So there are all sorts of different cars I could restore and look at and soup up and tune in different ways. Come on, just need this clip. Yeah, this isn't difficult at all. No, really, it's fine. Really, it's the supercharger is totally in the way. It's totally fine. Oh my god. Got it. Sort of. All right. To the dyno. Serpentine. God damn it. Serpentine belt B V8. Serp. Okay. Serpentine belt B V8 OHV. And AH OHV. Good God. Now that's what I get for not finishing the car. There's the fan. I was wondering. It just didn't make sense to me that thing wouldn't have a fan. Didn't have a fan because the car wasn't done. Okay. Now, before we go to the dyno, we need to put oil in it. We do not want to run this car on a dyno with an empty can of oil. Alright. Move it to the dynometer. Oh, listen to that purr. Doesn't have an ECU to tune. Carburetor tuning. Boop boop. Boop 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 doo 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 doo. Bam. Bam bam bam. I bet we can do better. There we go. Proper ratio at the top of the charts. Test it. Oh, look at that power. 869 horses at 6,500 RPM. We gotta take it to the drag strip. Alright, save my game before I don't know if I can crash this car or not. To the drag strip. With my orange Bolt Hellcat. The crowning achievement of my car mechanic simulation career. Now watch me just crashing into a wall. The controls for driving this game are pretty terrible, but that's because this isn't a driving game. It's a mechanic game. You work on the car. You know, there are other games out there that are way better driving games. And they have some tune-up mechanics where you can swap out parts, but you don't actually get in the motor and tear the thing apart by hand. There we go. We're at maximum. And crash into the wall, because that's what we do. See if I can't get a little bit better time out of this. By not standing on the accelerator like I did. Just tap it. 860 something horsepower. Thing's only got 4 gears. That's it. That's what it's got. It's going 261 miles an hour. I don't know, 10.5 quarter miles. Am I reading this right? 0 to 100 in 8 seconds. Oh, it's a 14-second quarter mile. Interesting. I don't know what the trick is to make that car go faster and better. So here's the question. After all that work, if I auction this car off, how much would it be worth? I'm not going to do it, of course. I'll probably just park it in my garage. This is like my project car. I've got it done. But I'll find some other fun projects to do in the auction. So that might be worth checking out. All right. And we are loading up the Bolt Hellcat. There it is. $84,000. This car's worth $84,000. Wow. Oh my goodness. That's almost worth doing it. Pick up another project car. I could work on any car that I wanted to at this point. That's amazing. Well, there you have it. This is it. This is the end of the grand finale for Let's Play Car Mechanic Simulator. This episode has run awfully long, but it was pretty fun putting all the work into this car and having to do a couple of jobs to get the money put together and everything for it. So I hope you enjoyed the series. I hope you enjoyed this finale. Definitely check out other things that I've got going on that are sort of ongoing. I do want to wrap up my Project Cars career. I have the recordings done. I just need to actually finish the editing, because Project Cars 2 is coming out sometime later on this year, and it's built apparently from the ground up for virtual reality using the Oculus Rift. Project Cars 2 did a really great job, but anyway, so this is it. This is my Hellcat, my orange Hellcat. Restoring this car at the end of the game was an awful lot of fun. I have to give a special shout out to Carrie Hampton at carriehampton.com for letting me use some of her art assets in the making of this episode. This constitutes the finale of my Car Mechanic Simulator. I might do it in the live stream or something else some other time, but I'm going to start moving on to other video projects. So until next time, I will keep saying, keep driving and stay shiny. Goodbye.